Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the channel. Oh, Ordis, why do you forsake me? Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the channel. Here's your boy Zal here, back again with another reaction video. Now, we got some good news. For you. I thought that this video would be coming out after another gameplay video. Because I'm on the part 5 of the Nightwave now. And yes, I have all recorded it. It is coming out in a gameplay video. It's just I need 2 more Cephalite Resonance before I can do the last part 5. So I'm just waiting for the timer to count down, because apparently it goes in timers of 25 minutes and then there's like a 50-minute break. I think I've just had my first one, which I got 3 glass resonance for. The next one I'm going to be pretty much guaranteed to get 2. So as long as I react to the old Lavos Leverian quick enough, I should be able to make time to get into that, edit that today and get that out for you. Probably today or tomorrow, or I'll edit it and have it scheduled, because I don't really, I would rather stretch my content out a bit. I wouldn't give you like 2 Warframe videos in one day, as much as that would be great for you guys. I think I would rather fill in the week a little bit, because then otherwise there could be like another 2 or 3 days without content, and I'd hate doing that to you. But without further ado, new Leverian Lavos, and that's a question for you. Why does Lavos get a Leverian if Protea and Jakku were before it? I don't really understand how they work this out. Do they just have certain teams on each Warframe, and some are a little bit quicker than others? Obviously way better than others? I don't know. I really have no idea, but I'm looking forward to it, because I like Lavos. I like that Warframe.
Feel free to look around. All donations are appreciated.
You know what? I'll give you a hefty donation this time. I'm feeling generous. We did a few more, as you can see, we did a few more, oh fuck, what are they called? Indexes, so I'll give you 10 credits. Okay.
Well, anything helps.
Well, if anything, I got more from that, so that's great. Okay, let's get straight into this, guys. I'm excited.
Well. Looks like some serious crud is going on.
Alright, let's go.
Lavos, the transmuter. Called by some, anachronistically, the alchemist. Transmutation, you say? A superstitious process from long ago in which deranged old men heated stinking substances over fires of dung, thinking they could make gold? No. To the Orokin, it was a darkly potent, forbidden science. They were not squeamish, nor moral. So what profound taboos must this art have violated? No transmuter was more dreaded than Yavi, the crawling serpent, the abhorred, the filth speaker. The Orokin feared him so greatly that they whispered he might somehow survive even the Jade Light, just as a severed snake was once believed to grow a new head. So instead, he was imprisoned that his evil might be contained, if not quenched. His jailer was a brute of a Warframe named Lavos.
Does Lavos have snakes on his armor? Because I can see like 2 snake heads. I don't know if that's just me. Like one above the right arm, one below the left arm by the gun. Now I don't remember seeing those in the actual trailer that we reacted to. Or that I reacted to. Not so much we, but you watched. Maybe I was wrong? I'm sure I'm about to be told. Perfect.
The prison of Dabayoth Kra no longer stands. Both it and the slumped Venusian mountain peak upon which it stood were long ago obliterated. We have only records to tell us what went on there. Yavi was a scrawny, hairless man, scaly with skin disease. In reluctant recognition of his Archimedean status, he was permitted to wear the white robe.
Lovely.
Now, a befouled, ragged garment. 2 tattooed serpents crawled up each bony arm from elbow to wrist. Okay. Lavos, we are told, was attentive to his prisoner. He administered the prescribed soup, water, and beatings with the same punctual fidelity.
Okay.
These are recreations of Lavos's own snakes. No mere tattoos, but living, bioferrous exoflesh.
So is it just part of the armor? Do they actually have any use? Because they're moving. They appear to be alive, the snakes. I don't know what they're used for, but that's fine. And this Warframe seemed to just beat the absolute crowd out of prisoners. Or one particular prisoner.
Observers at the prison
that's
reported
cool.
that Yavi was frequently whispering to Lavos. There was some concern among the wardens, but they dismissed the whispers as mere posturing.
That's fair enough,
Yavi's cell walls began to fill up with scrawlings, using blood and filth as ink.
Yeah.
At first, these were simple symbols, but as time passed, they became more elaborate. It was as if the Archimedean was turning his cell into a demonic temple,
Okay.
baiting his captors. There was even an image of Lavos, resplendent in his cyan-dana of office. Perhaps an attempt at a curse. Lavos was
Sounds like a
ordered
worship
beat
to
him
me.
harder, and duly did so. With the blood on the wall, Yavi drew a snake, an appeal, no doubt, to his depraved idol.
Yeah.
Floor washer Bekran Zaft, the sole survivor of Dabayoth Kra, would later tell of how Lavos would stride from cell to cell, weighty shotgun in hand, clubbing and beating as required. The nightmares still haunted her.
The way you said that, a shotgun. Very... Okay, so... It sounds to me as if... What was his name? The guy, I'm not going to go and read it again, but the guy, maybe I can see it without... No, it won't show me. The guy that he's guarding is seeing him as some kind of idol? It sounds like that.
The Warden's records reveal an increasing unease with Yavi's bizarre behavior. Regardless of the potential risk, they determined that he should be executed. After a fashion, they would use cellular reversal.
Okay.
Yavi would be reduced to a mere biological pulp with no more sentience than bread mold.
Ooh.
For the executioner, no jailer wanted to be the pobber to bell that cavat. So Lavos received this ceremonial helm, along with the power to reconfigure organic matter. He could be their instrument. The walls, floor, and ceiling of the cell were, by now, overwritten with text. Lavos watched over Yavi continually. Bekran Zaft tells us that, curiously, Lavos no longer beat the prisoners in the other cells. Even when the inmates shoved one of their hated fellows into his path, expecting a bloody beatdown, Lavos merely waited for him to get back to his feet before moving on.
Okay. So he was given the helmet in order to reconfigure... In order to get the power to reconfigure organic... So Lavos received a ceremonial helm along with the power to reconfigure organic matter. He could be their instrument, so he was essentially made the executioner, given that power. It's a nice helm. It's a nice helmet. It's very serpent-like, isn't it? Kind of. Kind of, do you know what I mean? Like if you were to create a robot snake, that would kind of be a prototype, I would say. Kind of, a little bit, tiny bit. What the hell is this? What is this?
What actually was this forbidden practice
I haven't got a
of
clue.
transmutation that terrified the Orokin so? At its pinnacle, it was nothing less than the purposeful elevation of consciousness. To the Orokin, prisoners of their endless golden dream, the thought that a person could rise above their station was anathema. Transmutation could turn commoners into kings, or riches into garbage. Worst of all, it could teach people not to be afraid. I have seen a preserved image of Yavi's cell. His scrawlings were not demonic sigils and barbarous texts, but star charts, evolutionary trees, genome structures. Yavi was not defying Lavos with these cryptic daubings in his own blood. He was enlightening him. Not dark sorcery at all, but radiant science. And the snake? A symbol not of corruption, but of healing. Yavi was a teacher. He might have taught millions. Now he had only one student, but that student was attentive.
Oh. So he's warping Lavos's mind? He's somehow teaching Lavos from the drawings and scripture on the cell wall, because Lavos is seeing it every day and only attending to that prisoner. It's having an effect? That's kind of what I'm getting from it. Especially with that last line. I've got not a clue what the hell that is. Is that the weapon that... I mean, this must be what he uses to choose all his statuses, right? It's gotta be. This is quite a long Leverian. I like it.
Bekran Zaft says this of Execution Day.
Oh, this is a gun.
The jailers gathered in the auditorium with a slow, funereal tread. Lavos escorted Yavi to the
I don't think he'll do
execution
it.
dais. He gently raised a hood over Yavi's head, cobra-like. He turned then to face the Orokin Warden, shotgun trembling in his mighty hands.
Trembling?
The silence, Zaft says, was absolute. But then, from beneath the hood, came a whisper. Yavi had some final words for his student. The Orokin jailer shifted uncomfortably, looked to his functionaries. Would the execution even take place? Lavos gave a stiff bow to Yavi and activated his power. Yavi's skin peeled off in one grisly sloughing. He liquefied into a biological soup.
Oh,
A cheer
okay.
went up from the assembled jailers. Lavos gathered the remains of Yavi tenderly in his hands. A soft glow emanated from them, as, in one horrible moment, Yavi's Orokin oppressors realized what they beheld. And then, panic. Lavos was transmuting the remains. A twining, living snake seethed up Lavos's left arm. Yavi, transformed, and still, after a fashion, alive, just as they had feared. A second snake coiled around his right arm, this one sprouting from Lavos's own flesh. Then, Lavos leapt into the midst of the assembly, hurling vials left and right, bathing the hapless, screaming jailers and functionaries and their warden in icy vitriol. Not one survived. Not for long, anyway. And Bekran Zaft? Lavos bowed to her and moved on.
So he did get into his head. He either got into his head, or because Lavos saw that he was almost idolizing him and saw him as a god, he's then transmuted him into a snake as a sort of punishment, but also as like a companion, a slave to Lavos, maybe? Not that a snake's going to do much, but at least he lives now as a slave on Lavos. That's really cool though, because if the snakes, those must be the two snakes that's on him. Which brings some really nice... I like this Leverian. I like this Leverian because it shows like you're carrying him with you all the time. And you can see that. That's different. I like that. I really, really like that. I know with Nova, the original skins, she still has that sort of crack from, I think, where she jumped into the... what's it called? The ship reactor for like a split second or something. Correct me if I'm wrong with that, but I'm sure that's what it was. That sort of porcelain cracked effect, which was quite nice, but this is different. This is really cool. Okay, this might have to be my next frame, guys. Maybe. Not that I have any of the parts, as you'll see in my next gameplay. Because I fucked the timing for the Fasix cells.
They say that Lavos often takes counsel from his serpents. One is his brutal advisor, the other his wise teacher. Both have their wisdom, and Yavi still whispers to his beloved student. Much like the snake, Lavos is easy to misjudge. The serpents that poison can also cure. He may have been a monster in his previous life, but he was able to achieve something that eluded the most powerful of the Orokin. He changed. Moreover, he changed himself. Yavi may have helped and instructed, but the will to change must have begun with Lavos. Perhaps we all have that golden gleam coiled within us somewhere, ready to slither forth from its old skin. We must only beware that we do not condemn as devilish that which we do not yet understand.
Man, these DE Digital Extremes are goddamn smart with this one. It's almost like having the angel and the devil on your shoulder, right? And right at the beginning of the Christian religion, at least, you know, you have the story of Adam and Eve, and there is a snake in the form of the devil. This is crazy. This is. I mean, if I could have a round of applause from a crowd, I would. I haven't got a crowd. I'm lonely, but I really like this, and I really like the look of the frame. I don't think I would even change. I would probably get a skin. I don't know if there are any other skins for it, but I like this. I like the water. I like everything. Obviously, it's not water, but that's really cool. So I imagine the wise teacher is obviously Yavi, and the devil is Lavos himself, the other snake, because right at the beginning he was just beating everyone. He would beat everybody that he came across, and that stopped after Yavi was speaking to him and doing his texts and everything like that. So obviously Lavos listened, or wanted to be, as this guy says, wanted change, or as Yavi subconsciously put that onto Lavos through the cell scriptures and everything, which therefore Yavi knew he was going to die, but at least he's still alive. But almost not even a slave to Lavos. I take that back. He's actually advising him. He's in theory still the teacher. He's in control of him. That's crazy. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this Leverian reaction. I have. This has been amazing. Do let me know in the comments if there is anything else you want me to react to. You guys may have, you know, asked for certain reactions on different videos. I'll be honest with you guys, and I would love you to do this. If I reply that I'm going to do it, or if I don't reply but acknowledge the comment, keep saying that you want to see the same. If you've asked for a reaction in the previous video and I haven't done it yet, mention it again here, because I forget. I so easily forget. I'll choose one and then I'll react to it, and then other people will choose a bunch of other stuff on that video to react to, so and then I'll choose one from there and I forget about the rest. So I would love it if you guys just continuously kept going on at me. I will react to them if I see them enough times, and obviously I will reply to all your comments when I can, and I will definitely acknowledge all your comments just to show that I do read them, because I love your comments. But yeah, we're nearly at 1,000 subs. I've said this for a couple of weeks, but we're nearly there. We're nearly there. And what's the best thing what happens with 1,000 subs? That's right, community tab. I want that community tab so bad. That's all I want, is the community tab. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. Let me know what you think of the video. I hope you've enjoyed. I feel like I'm on the right track with this story. At least in my head it makes sense. I would love to hear your thoughts, or if I'm wrong, correct me. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have liked the video. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you are new here, feel free to subscribe. Check out the channel trailer, check out the other Warframe content. If you like it, subscribe, but it's up to you. Anyway, I will see you in the next one. As I say, Warframe gameplay of all of the Glassmaker coming very, very soon. I'll see you later. Bye bye.